feel almost obliged to apologize for some of what my political colleagues have said. It is about Mexico, about the Mexican people. They do not represent the view of the vast majority of the American people.
All right, that was actually from Joe Biden the day before yesterday, but he was responding to comments that Donald Trump has made about building a wall. The Mexicans will pay for it. Those are the ones that prompted Vicente Fox, the former president of Mexico, to use the F word twice. And the latest in an interview with my colleague and friend Maria Bartiromo, who was just shocked at that kind of language, and she was right to be shocked. But that was then. This is now. The Vice President of the United States, now, regardless of what you think about Donald Trump and all, he's apologizing on behalf of a candidate who he finds objectionable in a foreign country. I wonder how Sheriff Joe Arpaio feels about this. The sheriff is a big backer of Donald Trump. That is weird, isn't it, Sheriff?
Yeah, if he's going to use that word, he should use it against all the dope peddlers and illegals coming into our country. I met him years past.
You're talking about Vicente Fox, right?
Yes. Okay. I was rather shocked at his conduct. At least he said one thing, that they're not going to pay for the wall. He didn't say there should not be a wall. But you know, if they don't want to pay for it, take away a little foreign aid that we give Mexico, and then they'll pay for it.
You know, I think that's what Donald Trump meant. I mean, a lot of people scratch their head and they say, how are the Mexicans going to do this? I think what he was saying is we give them you know, a lot of aid, and we also have a disproportionate trade gap with them. I think they enjoy a nearly a $58 billion trade surplus with us. And I think what Trump is saying is it comes out of that. Now, the surplus thing, it's easier said than done. But I know what he's getting at here. But the Mexicans, we're told, are offended by that. What do you say?
Well, I don't know. They can stand by whatever they want. You know, I've been trying to get to meet the Mexican officials since I was director in Mexico City. They stonewall me. I tried to meet with the Pope. I'm convinced the Mexican government stonewalled that visit in Juarez. So, you know, they don't like me. They don't like Donald Trump. So what? We're going to do our jobs, and we're going to clean up that mess. And I'll be reporting next week on a major drug investigation we concluded with all the drugs, once again, coming in across that border.
Now, I know you always get elected and reelected by overwhelming margins for sheriff here, but I do wonder what you make of some polls that show Donald Trump could suffer at the polls, at least among Latinos. And I'm talking about all Latinos, not the heavy plurality that we're voting for him and have thus far in the latest states in the Republican Party, but generally. There's a Wall Street Journal survey out and others like it, as you've no doubt seen, Sheriff, that show Donald Trump losing 7 out of 10 Latino voters. Does that worry you, just on the prospect of his getting, which I think you want to see, him elected president, that he would lose that vote?
Well, you know, I'm not loved by every Hispanic in Maricopa County. I keep getting elected. I introduced him in Las Vegas last week. And by the way, he did great in Las Vegas, in Nevada, with the Hispanic vote. So I think the Hispanics like a fighter. He's a fighter. And I think they like his business background. And so I think he'll get a lot of Hispanic votes. Don't believe all the polls.
Okay. Let's talk about this endorsement by Chris Christie. You think it moves the needle?
Pardon, Neil?
Chris Christie's backing of Donald Trump. Do you think that helps Donald Trump out?
Yeah, I think it does. Christie has a good background. He's outspoken, just like Donald is. And I think they'll make a good team through the campaign, so it's sure not going to hurt them.
Do you think that would be a good ticket right there, Trump and Christie?
Well, I don't know about tickets. Right now, my concern is to help Donald Trump become the nominee and also become president. That can come later on.
Would you ever entertain, if it got that far, a role in a Trump administration? Some have mentioned you as running Homeland Security, a host of other positions. What about that?
You know, I've been in Washington 3 times. I'm not going back. I'm running for sheriff again, be my 7th time, so I'm going to continue serving the people of Maricopa County.
All right. What about John McCain? He might have an uphill fight just getting his party's nomination to get reelected senator. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, he always runs tough. We'll just have to see what the voters say. He's been around a long time, dedicated his life towards public service. So let's see what happens.
Do you like him?
We've had our ups and downs,
Right.
as you know, through the presidential campaigns.
All right. I guess we'll leave it at that. Sheriff, it's good seeing you again.
Thank you.
Sheriff